Welcome to another episode, everyone. Yeah, we're not finished, but check this out real quick, and I'm going to say something to Jack.
Question for somebody as big as bad as Whack 100 that's calling out names, wanting to catch face with everybody. Why is he avoiding that fade with Jay Diggs?
That's my question.
Because I like to stop the whole globe and focus on the lie. Let's focus on the lie.
Focus.
And he said, yeah, you talking about, you talking about that preacher? And then he said you was a motherfucking lie. And that's what you do. You lie and you exaggerate and you stretch things. Go on with these lies. Your shit is getting short, bro.
Whack, stop fucking lying, nigga. Whack, stop lying, nigga. Please.
This is his boy. DJ Academics, this is his guy. Saying, stop lying. Everybody calling this man a liar. Why is that? Everybody wrong?
Stop lying. Like, listen, I fuck with Whack, but I would not fuck with a liar. Whack, stop lying.
And matter of fact, none of the homies say they even put you on.
What? What? None of the homies said they put you on. Is that what let me play that again. Ain't no way in hell he just said something like that.
Stop lying. Like, listen, I fuck with Whack, but I would not fuck with a liar. Whack, stop lying.
And matter of fact, none of the homies say they even put you on.
Whoa. Pyro.
Mob James didn't bring you around.
Wasn't Mob James. Oh, no. Who was it then?
You got brought around by the police.
The what? How can the police bring somebody around to the hood? They got brought around by the police. What the hell? Wow. This is nasty work. And this is this guy saying that he's a liar. Then this guy here says that none of the homies put him on Pyro. What? Wait a minute, man.
So how did you come in to death row from the beginning? And you brag about that you gave Suge Knight's family $10,000. $10,000 ain't no money, nigga. You could have kept your mouth shut for $10,000. I'm in the park. I'm in Gonzales Park. All the trips in Dubai and all the...
He in Gonzales Park right now, he said.
Trips to Jamaica can't get you in the park.
Whoa, the trips to Dubai can't get him in the park?
These young piranhas will eat your ass up. Just go to...
Uh-oh. Wow. The young hyenas, the young piranhas will eat you up if you go to Gonzales Park. He said he in Gonzales Park right now, and you can't come. That the young hyenas will eat you up. Oh, man. Okay, so here's the thing. Old boy, I don't even want to keep saying his name or putting the name in the title. He might snitch on me and say it's harassment, that I'm harassing him. You keep putting someone's name in the title and all that, and like they can call and try to say you harassing them or something, you know. I don't trust nothing at this point. I don't trust nobody or anything over that way. No way. And I am going to be careful and change up my content some. But I have the law on my side. It's called the Fair Use Act. I really do have the Fair Use Act on my side. That's why no one really succeeds with these copyright strikes upon appeal. Almost no one. It's hard to get to maintain that, to keep that on someone's record, because we have a Fair Use Act by law. This is why they can speak on individuals and use individuals' names, including mine. Whack 100 responded in the comments and said that I was weird, that he said it was hood stock content and that he cannot call in for no jumper. That's what he said, which is true. He said that I didn't make the call. I can't file a complaint with YouTube about content for no jumper. It's no jumper's content, then the complaint has to come from them, from their email, from their channel, so that they know that it's really them that's making the complaint. So it came from No Jumper, and I never said anything different when I said that Jack 100 was a snitch. Not saying that you called YouTube per se. The point that I'm making is that you brought the whole thing up to Adam to begin with. You brought my name up to Adam 22, Adam 16, whatever the freak his name is. Freaks, whatever his name is. You brought my name up to him. According to Adam, he did not even know my name. Because when you said my name, Adam said, Damion Porter. I don't know who that is. That's what he said. Damion Porter, I don't even know who that is. So though Adam was just in the same breath complaining about individuals doing content on him or his channel, he was not talking about me, or he was not mentioning me unless it's all a play, all a ploy. But it's not a play for me because you called into YouTube and got me a strike on my channel, which I plan on having removed soon. Within days, it's going to be removed because I have fair use, and I know this already. I already spoke to an attorney, as I said. Y'all want to play this game? We're going to play the game. You want to try to get me taken down? I'll try to get you taken down too. I can do the same thing. Find content on you that you wasn't supposed to run, things that you were not supposed to say. It's all on all of y'all channels. What are you talking about? And the point that I'm making is that though Adam was complaining about individuals running content on him, he was not complaining about me. So he says, because he didn't even know my name. So it's not like he looked at any of my content on my channel and said, he's one of them. Because he didn't even know my name. And my name is on my channel. Leading one to believe that he did not know my name until you mentioned it. Until you act like you didn't know who I was when you said, what's his name, Damion Porter? Yeah, he ran content on Hoodstock and sat there for 27 minutes and didn't say nothing. And this and that. Adam said, no, you can't. Then you ask Adam, can you do that? Actually, yes. It's not really proper etiquette to do so. But I've seen individuals with these reaction channels let the entire video play out. The entire video. They tell you, they may say in the beginning, I'm gonna have commentary in the end. I'll react to it in the end. I'm gonna let it play right now. Then I'll offer my opinion in the end. They'll tell you that from the beginning and then let a whole 30-minute video play and then speak on it at the end for 2 or 3 minutes. I don't do that, but I've seen channels do that. One channel put my video up, one of mine, and never said a word. You never saw the individual's face. The individual never said a word. Just put my video up and let it play until it went off. Someone said in their comments, you're not going to even give DP credit for the video? I mean, you didn't even say nothing. I don't know if this man is white, black, yellow, green. He never showed his face and never said not one word. Hey, welcome to my channel. Checked out this video. Nothing. He never said one word. Just played my video. You would think it was on my channel. I didn't say anything. That's not supposed to be allowed. You're supposed to stop the video and offer to insert your opinion, entertainment, information, or education. You're supposed to add one of those 3 to the video. At some point, YouTube wants you more than likely to add it throughout the video. I try to pick and choose, as I said, when I stop the video and offer my commentary. But there are individuals that let the whole video play and don't even say anything, or some that say something at the end, etc. This individual, as I said, picks out one video that I did and downs me on that. They're on no jumper, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you called the popo on me. I'm saying you planted the seed. Adam didn't even know my name. So he says, until you said it. And it's not a coincidence. That's for sure. That's for certain. I'm not a fool, though I may look like one and act like one sometimes. I am not. It is not a coincidence that you all had this conversation just a few days ago that I played earlier, where you mentioned my name and Adam is complaining about people running content on him and running content and talking about him and need to find their own content to paraphrase. And then you say that is he allowed to even do that? To let the video play for a while without even saying anything? Then Adam says, well, if you let the video play for 6 minutes or 6 minutes or more without saying anything, yeah, you probably have a right to get it removed, to have it taken down, the video. And then 3 days later, I go to my channel and my video has been taken down, a reaction that I did to No Jumper. So if you did not call the people, you gave Adam the idea to do it. You planted the seed because according to him, he didn't even know who I was until you mentioned my name. And then once you mentioned my name about a video that I've done where I did not react as much as you say I should have, even though some people, as I've said, don't say a word in their video, you pick one video, even though most of my videos, I'm talking and talking and talking. You pick one because I wanted them to speak. I wanted my people to see them speak, talking about the hood stock situation. I know why I let them speak during that video and why I did not stop it much. I know exactly which video you are referring to. None of your business. And then you go on No Jumper and mention a video that I did about someone else. Not No Jumper, not Clubhouse TV. You mentioned a video I did about hood stock to make your point. And then voila, hours later, 72 hours later, 48 hours later, I go on my channel after Adam says, well, you shouldn't let it play for about 6 minutes or so without stopping it, without, because then if you stop it and react, it's the Fair Use Act. You have a right to use that content. Everyone does. This is why anyone will win in court. Because you're using someone else's content too all the time, even if you're just talking about them. That's content on them. So I can take you to court too. Anyone, any channel for that matter. This is why this stuff never goes through. But it's just a headache of going through all of this stuff while you're targeting me. As Adam said, many content creators are reacting to No Jumper content. Many, not just me. And I don't just react to No Jumper content, as we all know. Do all sorts of content. Sometimes it's more pronounced as of late with No Jumper. They've had a lot going on over there. Everybody getting fired, all the fights or whatever. Whatever. I ain't about to get into that. I don't have to justify my freaking content. I'm a content creator out of LA. If something happened in LA, I speak on it. But I'm not about to go back and forth with this individual on the internet. I'm not about to attack him either, back and forth. I don't have time for it. I'm just going to get to my content. Be careful with how I do my content. Already appealed that situation. Already contacting an attorney. I'm going to let that go and focus on my content. Keep running my content. That's it. Leave me alone, though. Don't come for me like you just did. So, again, just to clarify, because, again, he just said something in the comments. I saw it. I checked it out. It was whack. And he said that I was weird because he didn't make the call, like for making that video saying that he was a snitch or whatever, I guess. Like I should know better to know that he didn't make the call to YouTube. Well, I do know that. I didn't say that you did. I never said that you made the. They said who made the call. No Jumper. It's right there. It says No Jumper. They said what part of the video they had a problem with, which video it was and everything. It's a video from freaking March. We in May. We deep into May, or halfway through May. And they're talking about a video that I did in March, 2 months ago. You want to bring this up now and cause me all these problems now about a video I did 2 months ago. So I'm not saying that you called YouTube. What I'm saying and what I said was that you brought my name up there to Adam. If he did not know who I was, as he claimed, he certainly does now. No Jumper does, because they certainly called them people on me. That's for sure. You planted the seed. You gave him the idea to go back and research and look at my channel and look at the content I've been running on them or whatever. Had his legal team do whatever they did. Find a video where he wasn't saying too much. Or whatever. Okay, that's my content. That's Fair Use Act. That's not Fair Use Act because you didn't say much then. But overall, it was Fair Use Act because throughout the video, I spoke this, I'm going to win. I already talked to the attorney. I already know what's going on. I'm not worried about it. I'm fighting. Ain't nobody going to come for me, and I'm not going to come back. Nevertheless, I'm not about to get into this back and forth with this individual on the internet. I'm not about to play these games. I just wanted to let y'all know what happened. Y'all saw what happened. Played it for you earlier, where he brought my name up. That's it. Why did you bring my name up? Don't make it seem like, don't play the victim. I hate when people do stuff and then play the victim. Ain't nobody blaming you. Bro, y'all done got me a strike. Or the person you work for then got me a strike on my channel, which I'm going to get removed, as I said. But still, your people. So whether it was you that called or not, you sat there out of, as I've said earlier, that it's 22 million videos loaded a day on YouTube. Think about that. 22 million videos. Man, that's unbelievable. That is crazy when you think about that. 22 million videos a day loaded on YouTube. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of content creators. Millions. And out of all of those millions, somehow my name came up. Out of all of the millions of videos that are loaded a day on YouTube, 500 videos a minute loaded a day on YouTube, 500 a minute. At the time that y'all were having that conversation, there were thousands of videos that had been loaded on YouTube, thousands. Many of them involving No Jumper. Some of them involving No Jumper, involving Whack 100 in one way or another. And out of all of those people that loaded videos, out of all of the content creators, out of all of the content that's out there on No Jumper or on Whack 100, you decided to say my name. Out of the 22 million videos that's being loaded a day, somehow one of the videos that I did that had nothing to do with No Jumper or Whack 100 bothered you to the point that you had to bring it up on No Jumper. You didn't bring it up anyone else. Adam broadly stated that different content creators are constantly making content on him and or No Jumper. With a broad brush, he didn't say any names. He didn't even know my name, according to you all, according to him. So he's just speaking in general. If that's the case, this video right here that I just played, the little clip, has clips of No Jumper in there. Everybody uses this content. It's LA content. You own the content. Everybody's using this content. A clip or reacting to it or something. There's a lot of creators that react to No Jumper content, not just Damion Porter. I'm not here to throw any other creator under the bus, though. They have a right to use the content, as I do. That's the whole point. You're not getting strikes on their channel because you can't. They have a right to use this content. It's not copyrighted if you don't say so from the beginning. This is something that happened in March. You want to come back now and talk about a copyright issue because Whack brought my name up. Before then, the man said he didn't even know who I was. He wasn't referring to me when he's talking about the content creators. But the fact that there are so many other content creators, by Adam's own admission, that are using him as content, using No Jumper as content. This is what he was complaining about. This is how my name ended up getting brought up by Whack. Because Adam made the statement that many content creators are using him for content. But he wasn't talking about me, right? Apparently, he didn't even know my name, supposedly, at the time that he had made this statement. Again, evidence of the fact that many people are using No Jumper as content. And Adam knows it. He sees it. He sees some of it because he spoke on it. But he wasn't targeting me in particular. So I'm asking again, why did you bring my name up? Why did you target me? You didn't even couple me in with 3 or 4 other names. One other name. Just my name. Out of the 22 million videos that have been loaded in the last 24 hours, you found one of mine out of 22 million that you had a problem with. And felt the problem was so big in your mind and in your heart that you felt the need to speak on it right there on a podcast. Making me, by the way, content. Ironically, how ironic. Complaining about my content while you're making me content. As you make everyone else. All of you. Everyone does the same thing in different ways, in one way or another, but it all comes back to the same thing. You're making, if you're not talking about your own life, you're talking about somebody else. I don't care what you're talking about. You're talking about a basketball game. They got sports channels. They're taking someone else's content. A freaking basketball game. And talking about that. Talking about LeBron and Jordan and Kobe and their life and how they play on the court and showing clips of that. It's someone else's content, someone else's life. You're not talking about your own life. It's someone else's content. Everyone does it on YouTube. But out of everyone that does it, that does do it, and out of the 22 million, and out of the hundreds of people that make videos out of you all, somehow you found it in your heart to mention my name and only my name. Somehow you had a problem with me and my videos or that video that had nothing to do with you or No Jumper. Whatever. You had a problem enough to where you brought up my name and my name only. Is what I'm saying. You brought up my name on your channel before too, but I don't cry about it. I don't say anything. But you brought up my name right there on No Jumper to Adam. And if he really did not know who I was, as he claimed, he does now. And you brought up my name in a negative way. Nothing positive. Brought up my name to say how I'm going to fade out. How we have nothing else to talk about, or I have nothing else to talk about. So untrue. How we have to make content out of you. Not true. Brought up my name to talk about a video that I reacted to that wasn't up to par for your taste. You didn't bring up my name and say he's a strong individual that did a lot of time in prison and he's out now trying to get a channel and give a message to the people. Sometimes he goes off the rails. Sometimes he's this and that. But he's a strong individual. He's a stand-up dude. Who cares about his people? That's not why you brought up my name. You brought up my name to this individual to denigrate and disparage me and my content. That's what I'm talking about. Not that you made the call to YouTube, that you made the call to Adam. And then he made the call to YouTube. Stay safe and stay free, people.